Can you believe there's a brand new shiny hunting method in the Crown Tundra? Let's break it down. Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm bringing you guys a brand new video today, and today we're going to talk about shiny hunting and brand new shiny methods in the Crown Tundra. Yes, you heard me right. This is real, and there actually is a way to shiny hunt in the Crown Tundra that we have never been able to do before. I'm also going to talk about the shiny locked Pokemon in the Crown Tundra, so you're not wasting your time trying to shiny hunt things that you can't otherwise shiny lock. If you guys enjoyed these types of videos, be sure to hit that like button down below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new and get those notifications turned on. YouTube tells me that about 50% of you guys are actually not subscribed, so let's change that right now as I post Pokemon videos every single day. And I'm actually doing an 82-hour charity live stream marathon right now on twitch.tv/aDrive for launch weekend, raising money for Games for Love, kids in hospitals. I'm actually donating all of my subscription revenue as well. It's gonna be awesome, so if you wanna tune into that, hope to see you there. But otherwise, without further ado, let's talk about these shiny locks and let's get into this new shiny hunting mechanic. So first things first, let's talk about the shiny locks. We know that there's a handful of Pokemon that are indeed shiny locked, which means that you're not able to obtain them at all throughout regular gameplay means. This means that Nintendo and Game Freak is probably going to release them at another time through some sort of an event, maybe a raid den event, maybe some sort of GameStop distribution, but ultimately these Pokemon you cannot obtain shiny. That does unfortunately include the legendary birds, which I will spoil the shinies for you guys right now. Both Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres cannot be shiny hunted in the Crown Tundra. In addition to that, Calyrex and the two new horse Pokemon, Glastriel and Spectriel, I believe that's their names, they're not able to be shiny hunted either, so don't even bother trying to waste your time. Much like Kubfu and Urshifu, you cannot get those Pokemon shiny. So Calyrex, the birds, and the horses. In addition to that, Poipole, unfortunately, even though we can hunt it in Ultra Sun and Moon, not huntable in the Crown Tundra. Cosmog is also the same. You're not able to shiny hunt Cosmog either. And the same goes for the two mythical Pokemon, Victini and Keldeo, which have still never been released shiny. So the green Keldeo and the white Victini still unobtainable. But in terms of Pokemon that are obtainable to shiny hunt in this game, you can indeed hunt the Regis. In fact, I've already seen reports of people finding Regieleki and Regidraco, so that's really awesome. You can shiny hunt those Pokemon, as well as Cobalion, Virizion, and Terrakion, which were previous Musketeer Justice Trio you were able to hunt otherwise. And of course, you can hunt Legendaries and Ultra Beasts through the Dynamax Adventures, which is what we're going to talk about in this video. So hopefully you guys will have some luck hunting these. If you've had any luck so far, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. And let's talk about the Dynamax Adventures and how you can get yourself a shiny Pokemon through this new shiny hunting method. So the newest feature in the Crown Tundra is the Dynamax Adventures. And the Dynamax Adventures allows the player to explore through these different cave systems, catch Pokemon along the way, swap them with their existing team, and ultimately face off against a legendary at the end and hopefully get something really cool. Now, there's a lot of speculation by me and many others that this could potentially be a new shiny hunting method, and it seems that we haven't hit the nail right on the head, because it is indeed a new shiny hunting method, and people have been getting shinies like crazy, and the game just came out, so it seems that it yields pretty good results. Unfortunately, I do not have the exact odds just yet, but if I find them out, I'll put them in the description below. But this is a much different situation than what we had for the previous raid system, which uses seeds and different things like that, because the Dynamax Adventures does not show you found a shiny until you obtain that Pokemon. Yes, that is pretty crazy. You have to be at the results screen after capturing or defeating the Pokemon to find out if that Pokemon is shiny. At that point, you can choose to either keep them on your team or not keep them on your team, but when you get to the results screen, it's going to show you the Pokemon that you'd like to keep, and it'll show you whether or not that Pokemon is shiny or not. This is actually pretty groundbreaking. Do not forget, this actually doesn't just include the legendaries, it includes the Pokemon along the way. So as you're going through your Dynamax adventure and finding different Pokemon to pick and choose from and capturing different things, you can actually catch those Pokemon and determine if they're gonna be shiny or not. And again, I've had some reports right now, if I look, of people getting first encounter, third encounter, 39 encounters, first encounter, really quick, second encounter. I mean, these are the reports that I have so far. I have to kind of preface this by saying, obviously a lot of people are playing Crown Tundra right now, so there's inevitably going to be a lot of people who have a lot of luck, but I've seen some pretty crazy results on Twitter, and I definitely recommend hopping into the Dynamax Adventures to try to find some shiny Pokemon. So when it comes to legendary Pokemon, I'm going to try to explain this to the best of my ability. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fight through these different kind of sections of the cave, right? You want to catch the Pokemon along the way, and then you ultimately are going to catch the legendary, even though it's not going to appear shiny, right? Like when you get to the legendary, you're going to catch it, even if it's not shiny. You're gonna check if it's gonna be shiny and which Pokemon, it's gonna say which ones do you wanna keep in your party. You're gonna check to see if it's shiny. If it is shiny, you're gonna keep it. If it's not shiny, then you don't keep that legendary, and then you can try it again and that legendary is still gonna be there. Now there is some autosave mechanics and there's some saving and stuff, but you'll find that once you kind of get the hang of this, it's really straightforward and it's actually really easy to execute. Just don't add the Pokemon to your team if it's not shiny. It's pretty much as simple as that, to be honest. So to clarify, if you choose at any point in time to not keep a Pokemon like a legendary, you still can go back and obtain that Pokemon again, and it'll have different stats, and again, a chance to be shiny. Now, this is also like horde hunting in a way, where in the sense that when you get to that selection screen of choosing the Pokemon you wish to keep in your party, if you happen to find more than one shiny along the way, you can only keep one of them from that Dynamax adventure. So it's really important to note. So if you're one of those kind of crazy lucky people who gets 2 shinies, you're only going to be able to keep one of the 4. So just keep that in mind when you're going through your adventure. It may change your perspective on how you go about it, but this is actually a really cool shiny hunting method, and I'm super stoked to jump into it myself. So again, to reiterate, you're gonna have to save when you go into the den, of course, and you're gonna go through this den feature, and when you check the summary screens, you'll be able to determine whether or not the Pokemon is gonna be shiny, and ultimately at the end of the Dynamax adventure, after you've caught the Pokemon that you've gone through, you'll be able to see if you have the shiny, and you can take one of them with you onto your team. At that point, you have to make that decision of whether you're gonna keep that legendary or not. If you actually choose to not keep the legendary is gonna remain there, and you can actually hunt it at another time, because it's not gonna auto-save that legendary in. So just make sure if you don't get the shiny legendary that you want, you keep it there, so that way you can hunt it again later, and you'll have an option actually to just go into that den again later to go for that specific legendary. So they made it pretty easy and pretty straightforward. And remember, you can only get one of each legendary in this game. So if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of legendary shinies, that's gonna be your approach, because you're gonna wanna make sure you save those encounters so you can hunt them later. I think it's important to note that these raids don't have any shields, but it's important to do this with a good team of people, because if at any point in time you get 4 knockouts throughout the entire adventure, you'll actually get kicked back to the beginning and have to kind of start all over. So there is some strategy there. You can join my Discord at discord.gg/aDrive. There's a ton of people there who are gonna be looking to do Dynamax adventures, and you can check it out at discord.gg/aDrive. I would love to have you in our Discord server, and it's a great way to meet new people and ultimately shiny hunt for the Dynamax adventures. There's obviously a ton of secrets to explore in the Crown Tundra, and I'm excited to dive in myself on my 82-hour live stream marathon, but I had to get you guys this amazing information about this new shiny hunting method. Let me know your thoughts and experiences in the comment section below. Have you had any luck so far? What are you gonna shiny hunt first? What legendary are you most excited to jump into? And hopefully those shiny lucks don't have you too upset. I'm a little bit bummed that we can't shiny hunt those birds ourselves, to be honest, because that was something I was super duper looking forward to. But we can shiny hunt the Reggies. If I'm not mistaken though, you do have to pick one Reggie or the other. You can't actually get both. So in one game anyway, I think I'm gonna go for Regidraco myself. But nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are excited to jump into the shiny hunting for the Crown Tundra. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Like I said, YouTube tells me that about 50% of you guys are actually not subscribed to the channel. So let's change that right now. Let's have you guys turn up, show some love. And if you have looking for something to watch this weekend, like I said, I'm doing my 82-hour charity live stream marathon for the kids in hospitals, Games for Love, on twitch.tv/aDrive. I would love to see you guys there. Thank you so much. Crown Tundra coverage, about to be wild. Let's crush it. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely check out this one right here. Otherwise, you should check out this one. Otherwise, they're gonna shiny lock every Pokemon in the game.